Hello everyone, it's Sagrannus back again with World of Warships. Now, I did check the news. There's literally nothing worth talking about that's outside of World of Warships this week, or at least so far this week. So we're not going to talk about anything but World of Warships. So we've got a new ship to try out. I got bored the other day and decided to just jump back in the early cruises, as you remember. And I thought, well, why not unlock a US battleship? So I did. This is the South Carolina. I've taken her out once. God, it's slow. And in a way, it makes me appreciate my Miyogi battleship even more because this is inaccurate and slow, whereas the Miyogi's fast and relatively accurate for a battleship. There's not that much to talk about. The South Carolina appeared in 1910. Was the first dreadnought in the US Navy. Due to its limited dimensions, it carried a very weak armament and had a low speed. Battleships of her class were the first to receive super-firing turrets. This meant she could fire a full broadside with all main battery guns, which is something the Quad ship can't do, which is its equivalent because the Quad ship, of course, has a hexagonal grid layout, which means only 4 of its 6 guns can be firing at one target at any one time. Okay, so it's big. No, actually, no, it's small. It's slow and it's weak. It's got 305mm guns. Just to compare that to other ships, the Miyogi I think has 356mm guns, so a lot bigger. 45 caliber, I think, whereas same caliber. Anyway, so we're going to dive in with this, and we're going to talk about some things that are happening with World of Warships. Exciting things. If you follow the news on World of Warships, sea trials are now happening. So basically, in this time next week, we're going to have access to the cruiser line of the German fleet and the destroyer line of the Russian fleets. I say fleets because there are some Imperial ships and some Soviet ships in that mix. Okay, so what are sea trials? Basically, it's sort of a challenge beta test mode, in that if you sink X number of ships with specific types of vessels, you unlock a special ship that will be available to you until the launch of the new ships. So the way it works is if you have a tier 4 or higher Japanese vessel, if you can sink 4 ships in a battle, you will receive special access to the tier 4 German cruiser, the Königsberg, it's quite a special deal. You get the ship, all the upgrades cost 1 gold, one credit and 1 XP. And they'll develop bonus XP and money while you use them. Whereas if you kill 4 enemy ships in a tier 4 or higher US ship, you'll unlock the Soviet destroyer tier 5. Now, you don't get to keep them. You'll get them until the 19th, and then once that's done, the ship was taken with you, but all of the experience you've earned with that ship will become available on your tier 1 ship of those new trees for the respective factions, which really means you get a head start into it. So of course I've been trying very desperately to try to unlock that German ship. I really want it so bad. I've seen one German vessel so far, one Königsberg, on the water this morning. It seemed to do well, definitely did better than me. I was out in my Midakaze trying to sink everything and didn't go so well. But that's the big news. There's also a training thing available, so if you go into the launch for World of Warships, you can get a link to training stuff to help you be a better captain. I may just be a no-hope case. So this is the South Carolina, and she's already nearly at full speed. She can't even hit 16 knots. At least in the base version. So, that's quite exciting. As I said, 19th. So next week we're going to see some very exciting new ships, and I think it's going to make battles a bit more exciting because you're going to have more types of ships in the battle all times. There'll probably be quite a glut of experienced players in low-level ships though, so be aware if you're a beginner. it's not going to be friendly out there. But remember, they're as restricted by the ships as you are. They might have more experience firing things, but it doesn't take too long to pick up your firing pattern. Everyone else is going the other way, so I'm going to follow them. I'm not going to get caught out by myself with only a Kuma to support me, because Kumas die like nothing else. So as you can see, the turret rotation speed, I should have checked that for you, is very, very slow. The ship's turning speed is very slow. Its speed is very slow. Its reload is, of course, slow. Is it accurate? By all the gods, no, it is not. It suffers from a similar problem as the Kawachi in that it has terrible dispersion on its guns, which means you sort of send out the spray. The advantage, of course, is that it's firing as many rounds into the sky as the Kawachi did, which is quite nice. It's actually got more barrels firing at any one time than, say, my Miyogi. Or indeed the Congo, I believe. Which is good. Of course, those ships are more accurate and can do more damage. They can get there faster. So it does play a little bit differently to Japanese battleships, which is kind of nice, actually. You don't want all the ships to do the same. Right. So as I said, there's literally nothing really happening this week. There's lots of stuff about, you know, zombie modes for first-person shooters and stuff, but I mean, I don't care. I really don't. I know I should probably care because it's my job as a caster to care, but shooters just bore the pants off me, and not in a good way. I just have no interest in them whatsoever. I mean, I'll play them with friends and stuff occasionally, but I mean, the shooter I had most fun with ever was probably COD 4, and that was because I, you know, just played at LAN all the time. Whereas, I mean, aren't they? I know I've never played a shooter that doesn't feel the same. I mean, I played Halo on Xbox quite a bit and stuff, but yeah, not fast. Lots of shooting news, lots of American news. Now, I'm not actually discriminating against you Americans or anything. It's just that I'm an Australian caster. I'd like to give news that's relevant to Australia, and a lot of like the news that I can find is about, you know, American developments and prices and launch dates, which aren't particularly relevant to us. I'd rather wait till I hear Australian launch dates, which are more pertinent for hopefully my immediate viewing audience. I know that globally I get watched, but anyway. Does this thing have no? This thing has no AA. Oh, at least the Kawachi had AA. Oh, one bit of news actually I've just remembered is that today at PDD, of course, because, you know, why would we ever use anyone else's time zone? Is that the director's cut of Wasteland 2 comes out, and I think I'm correct in saying that everyone who owned it already will get a free copy of the director's cut, which means you're going up to Unity 5. They've tweaked a few things, they've changed the interfaces to be more enjoyable and more user-friendly. And that's absolutely fantastic, and we are actually going to do some videos on that, because frankly I consider Wasteland 2 an absolutely amazing game. So should everyone. So we haven't even fired our guns yet, because the range on this thing is appalling. I'm just going to swing out here and hopefully catch that Tenryu as it comes around. Probably won't though, because he's turning away. Ah, you're in my side. Okay, I won't get him. The slowness of these guns cannot be understated. So I'm going to shoot that. Oh no, there's no way I'm going to put the gun around in time before it's vanished again. This ship is not good against destroyers for quite obvious reasons. However, let's get those guns turning. That cruiser might not be too fond of me in a second. Yep, it's another tender here. Okay, I basically have to turn the ship to get things around. Okay, I should be able to get him there. So there's quite a bit of spread there. Hit to the Citadel. Nearly killed him in one hit. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. That's him toast. There we go. Nicely done. I actually don't mind surrendering that kill even though I did a lot of damage. When this thing hits, yes, it hits hard. It's just a matter of actually getting it to hit any damn thing in the water. But there's another... Oh, there's a Kuma there. Oh, poor little Kumas. Oh, Kumas must hate everyone who's smart enough to put AP in their guns. Because its Citadel is so easy to hit. Blind man could hit a Kuma's Citadel. If I can get a line on him, I should be able to do a lot of damage. So, gimmicks. Remember that you might remember the gimmicks I talked about appearing recently in the latest updates, which were silly chat, like talking chats that fixed the hotkeys. Now, I might have mentioned that they could be quite annoying. People seem to have calmed down about them now that the novelty's kind of worn off, which is nice, I have to say, because yeah, they weren't great. I'm gonna put those shots into the air and hopefully clip him. And we're going to hit him. 3 hits. That's respectable. I'm still yet to do that beautiful shot in the Myogi. You've probably seen other people do it. Because the Myogi can extend its range massively. I mean, it can cover half a battlefield with its guns. Yeah, and I'm yet to do that shot where you hit someone at the start on the other side of the battlefield and sink them. I've seen it done, but it's quite hard because you've got to nail someone in the Citadel with the first barrage, like 20k. That's not easy. Take on our fellow South Carolina, and 1 hit. That's not very good. Let's try harder than that. We'll hope that Kuma's dumb enough to... Oh, the Kuma's dumb enough to come back around. His engine's out too. Oh, sitting duck. We'll just watch his stacks and make sure... Oh, no, he's moving again. He's fixed his stacks. So I'll have to move my shots down there. He's picking up speed. Let's get him. Got him! Hits to the Citadel, because it's Kuma, so he didn't stand a chance. Ow! No, stop it. Rude! Rude, 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 rude. And boys, reload those guns. The other reason, of course, that this isn't such a pretty ship right now is its captain is basically untrained at anything, so he's not going to actually have a chance to roll out the welcome wagon with skills and things. You can't speed up reloads and things, and on a battleship that's a huge advantage.
Our victory is in sight.
Yes it is, we are truly creaming them. 10 minutes in and they're nearly all dead. That's a bit of a chancy shot. Might get him. Did get him. Well done. Props to me. I did good. Did good. I'm going to swing to the right a bit. Let's try to stay at least out of line of sight of that Myogi, because Myogi's going to be able to hurt me. The Cleveland can, the other, not Cleveland, the other South Carolina can, but, you know. I regret actually not recording the videos of the St. Louis that I did, I regret not recording videos of the battles I did with the St. Louis to unlock this, because they were hilarious fun, because the St. Louis is the best kick everyone in the face ship ever. It really is, because it's just like it can roll in and just like sit there and just hammer anyone. And truly is quite beautiful to watch. Okay, let's give some spray. We won't hit him, he's slightly out of my range. I could clip him. I did clip him, very nice, very nice. So we're going to head on hunting in. Oh, I didn't realize this was behind me. That scared the absolute crap out of me. Oh, man. So, what do I think of the South Carolina? Well, it's a serviceable battleship. You've just got to remember its armour isn't brilliant. Like, you've got to keep that in mind. Its armour's not going to hold up against much, especially not its fellow battleships. You could use it for hunting, like I did, cruisers, because it's got that range on the low-level cruisers. But you know, that wasn't too bad a battle. We've completed one of our objectives too, 50k, and halfway to getting another one with experience. 2 hits at the Citadel. That's all you need to sink low-level cruisers like Kumas. I nearly sank that Tenerife as well. I kind of wish I did, because that would have been a big boost to my experience. But that was the South Carolina US battleship. Let's head back to port. Okay, so yeah, it's a good ship. I have to say, I really enjoy it. Just got to keep in mind that it's going to be a bit of a pig to use. It's quite slow, but I can now upgrade it, which is great. So I'm going to upgrade its propulsion to just pick up the speed a little bit. So right now, let's have a look. The top speed is 16.2 knots. If we put that on, we pick it up to 18.4. That's actually a huge change. I will be updating the body soon as well, which will change a few things and give us some AA, which will be lovely. Alright guys, I've been Sagrannus. I'll see you next time on Sagrannus Gaming Plays. Bye for now.